Good evening, parents. I'm coming to you today to talk to you a little bit about our foundations homework that I've been sending home. I've been sending it on off and on throughout the year, but we're making it going to be sending home every week or every 2 weeks from here on out. I want to go over what we're talking about in Unit 8. We just introduced it on Monday. We were actually supposed to introduce it the week before or last week, but we had some testing and some other things to come up. So we are starting with Unit 8 as of tomorrow or yesterday, which is January the 22nd. So, in this one or this unit, your kids will be learning about consonant blends. They are learning about words that have like PH, FL, consonants. That's where two consonants come together, and they're so close together that they start the beginning of the word kind of sounds like they're um, almost the same sound, but they're not. They're separate. So, we compare that to a digraph. A digraph are also two consonants, but those two consonants come together and make one sound. So a blend has two sounds, and a digraph has one sound. An example of a digraph is CH. CH says ch, where you have CH coming together to make the ch sound. Okay. Also, we will be talking about our controlled words that have OR, ER, IR, UR, sounding like or and um, in words. And so they'll start recognizing those words in their reading. And so, like when they're reading at home, you might want to point those out to them and say, "Hey, what kind of what kind of word part is this?" And they should be able to say, "Oh, this is going to sound like R because R is bossy, and it makes that vowel before it say its name." Um, so let me talk a little bit about the homework. First of all, I just wanted to reiterate again that the dates up at the top are wrong. It should say January 22nd through the 26th, and then the following week, it will be, what is that, Rusty? 26th, 29th through February the 3rd. Okay, so this homework will be due next Friday. So if you look at your homework guide, it basically runs through everything that you're supposed to say and do with your child. Basically, like on Monday, you'll go over review words. Tuesday will be current words. Wednesday will be trick words. And Thursday will be a sentence. You will dictate these words and sentences to your child, and your child will then say them back to you, and they can tap them out. The only words they cannot tap out are the words that are bolded, that are the trick words, which are would, could, and should. These are trick words. They don't sound the way that they look. So you can't teach them, oh, this says wh and k, because it might not say that when they read it, it might not sound like that. And so, for instance, you have 2 pages inside that have places for you to write those words. So Monday you'll do review words 1, 2, 3. Tuesday current words 1, 2, 3, and then trick words on Wednesday 1, 2, 3, and then you're sent a space for your sentence at the bottom. You have 2 pages that for week 1, and then a second page for week 2. You also have 2 activity pages, which is a fun way to kind of go over blends with them. And so they'll take their word blend, and they will match it to the word ending. So the blends will match to the word ending. So word beginnings to word endings. And then on the second week, which is next week, you will go over with them. They go over it says do not blend, do the blend and digraph blend detectives activity. So you want them to go through and you want them to find which words have blends and which words have digraphs. They need to know the difference. So GL is going to, they have 2 sounds. GL is not a digraph, okay, because it has 2 separate sounds, okay. Also, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the sight words. The sight word part is often overlooked, but it's very, very important. I send these home sometimes in the guided reading book bag, but then I send them home now with the homework. And so the homework, if you could take some scissors, cut them apart, use them as flashcards in the car. You can use them, just keep them in their book bag, and after they're done reading their work, then they can go ahead and practice their sight words. Then have them write it down. Whatever whichever way they can extend the learning at school would be great. Some parents, I'm sending home extra sentences. So if you would like to be me to send home extra sentences with your child, so you can like read the sentences and have them write them down, that will also help them as well. I'm gonna kind of change gears and go switch over to the math homework. We started a new program at Scott Elementary that the kids are really excited about. It's called SMAD. The SMAT program allows us to practice more and motivates the kids to want to do addition and subtraction, which then helps them to do all the other math content that they will be encountering in the upper grades. And so right now we just finished level 1. Some students, we had about 6 or 7 students to make 100 at level 1. So they are done with level 1 and they're moving on to level 2. If your child is not done with level 1, I'm sending home practice packs now, level 1 and level 2. This is level 2. So if your child is on level 2, then they'll get this math level 2 pack that comes home basically on tomorrow. And so what it is that you take 10 minutes out, you have them sit down, and for 10 minutes, they fill out or finish as many of the problems as they can. Once the 10 minutes is up, you stop and you grade their paper, and then you give them their grade at the top. And you just practice that with them every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There are 4 sheets in here. And on Friday in class, we will take the test and they will have a chance to earn their necklace. They will have a chance to earn another SMAG tag, and their name goes on the wall and they get their certificate on that following, hopefully by that following Monday, depending on if, when their teacher goes and copies it off or makes them up on the machine. So the child will stay on that level. Your child is not held back. So if they pass level 2, they go to level 3 automatically. And but if they don't pass it, they stay on level 2 until they pass it. And so it kind of just gives them a goal, an incentive, something to work toward. We thought this would be good as a first grade team. At Scott Elementary, we thought this would be really good to go ahead and send home and offer you guys a chance to, the students, an extended chance to practice. Once again, if they turn this in, they get credit for it. But it is not a mandatory thing. The only thing that is mandatory for the homework is the homework spiral. But this right here is, if you, that I'm hoping that each of my students will want to come home and do this because they earn that necklace, or they earn those they earn those tags to put on their necklace. And so this is going to motivate them to want to do math, to add and subtract more. Okay. And once again, I say this is not mandatory because I know some of my parents are working, but will it help at home for them to do the foundations? Yes, it will. Will it help for them to do the SMAD practice? Yes, it will. And they will be more successful inside of the classroom. So we're going to keep doing videos. We're going to upload these videos to our website, our first grade website at Skyward. And you can go to Scott and click on first grade. And it will, and you can pull this video up anytime you want to, kind of give you some insight to the homework that we have. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email either one of us, Ms. Hambrick, Ms. Gerald, or myself, videos that you might like to see, or extensions from the classroom you might like to see, so that you can kind of go over them or extend it in your home. All right. Thank you for taking out time to watch this video. And please, again, let me know if you have any questions, and happy homework times.